I wanted to begin today's hearing by recognizing the fact that we no longer have one of our great members with us. Sheila Jackson Lee, as we all know, passed away. She was a dedicated public servant. Her service on this committee, excuse me, spanned nearly 3 decades and included shepherding through countless pieces of legislation. I said yesterday at subcommittee hearing that I don't know that there was any member of Congress who got more out of 5 minutes than Sheila Jackson Lee did. And she was just a pleasant spirit who we all enjoyed. And we're thinking about her family. We all certainly will miss Sheila. I yield to the ranking member for comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this room and our hearts feel a little emptier today as we mourn the loss of our dear friend and colleague, Sheila Jackson Lee. In the nearly 30 years that I served with Sheila on the Judiciary Committee, I witnessed her boundless energy, her courage, and her character as she lent her voice and her legislative talents to nearly every issue that came before this committee. Whether it was advocating for just and humane immigration reform, working to protect voting rights and preserve our civil liberties, or delving into the technical details of administrative law and intellectual property, Sheila was always at the forefront of our work. Sheila made perhaps her greatest mark serving as the chair and later ranking member of the Crime Subcommittee. In this role, she worked in a bipartisan fashion to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act and to protect victims of trafficking, among many other successes. She was also a leader on such issues as sentencing reform, gun safety, police accountability, and racial justice. Sheila engaged in many spirited debates, but she always had the deepest respect for all of her colleagues, even those with whom she vehemently disagreed. And she deeply loved the institution of Congress, and particularly the Judiciary Committee, because it gave her a platform to make a meaningful impact on the lives of millions of Americans. If Sheila took up a cause, she could be relentless in her determination to see it through, whether that meant making one extra phone call, going to one more meeting, offering one more amendment, or making one more speech. She would not rest until she thought she had done everything she could to fight for the issues she cared about. Through it all, she stayed true to her values and always had the people of Houston close to her heart. We are all better for having known her. The American people are better for having had her in their corner all these years. I will deeply miss my friend and colleague. May her memory be a blessing. I yield back.
I want to thank the ranking member. Well said.